Welcome to another episode on my walking robot Mirft2 based on the fischertechnik TXT controller. Last time I made a change with respect to the middle legs, and that change was that I replaced these one piece in length perspective leg by this one, and with the purpose that it would not be lumping like this or humping like this, but that it would just walk in a straight line, because these gears are lower than these, so the legs have to be shorter. Unfortunately, as expected, this part is then colliding with this guidance, and that causes some problems. So what I want to do is replace them with this massive blocks, and to avoid like this, let me show, to avoid this I do like this, and that should work. So let me first remove this one. And remove the foot. Then making sure that these are like on this side, and then I have to put the foot on, but let me first put it in here. So is this kind of equal? If I watch the length, it is kind of equal, yes. So that should work. So let me do the other side as well. Taking off this one. It doesn't matter which direction the foot goes. And then it is nice if everything fits. Now it does. The rubber feet are still a mess, but I don't care about that now. So these examples can go away. Now, of course, testing. I also have a problem with the batteries. I have done some extensive tests, and this battery, which is numbered 1, should be quite alright. So let's hope that it indeed is quite alright, and that I can do a nice walking test and not using my AC adapter. So let's see if it does what it should do. It boots nicely, that's right. Although one point is now that when I log in with the tablet, question is, does it force me to acknowledge the SSH connection? And I still have to wait for the DHCP server of this controller to appear in the list of Wi-Fi connections. And that takes a little bit of time, unfortunately. But then we can go along. Alright, next steps. In the meantime I had to replace the battery, and since I wasn't convinced the battery was empty, I put the motor on it, which still works. So a conclusion can be that the power taken by the controller and the motors is more than the battery pack apparently can take. So now I am again on this one. I managed to copy the remaining Mirft2.py on the controller with respect to the original firmware. So now let's see if both run on this version of the firmware. Let's start. And it goes wrong immediately with this whole message. Turn on the light. So I will have to find a reason this goes wrong, and I think I know why, because this is this address that I will have to change. And yes, it is now on this firmware. So let's see how I can do that. And I should actually do this on the other location, but let's just take a look. This is 134. And this is totally different from address, so let's change that in 8.2. If we can do that quickly. And replace this by 8 and replace this by 2. Nope. Before things go really wrong. So, alright. And then shift. No, that was wrong. Append and shift. That was supposed to be, and this is better. Not entirely correct though. This is better. Let's run again. See whatever happens. Oops. This is the right command. Alright, so on this firmware this one works. Mechanics is still not working, but at least the the software works. And now the other one. This one works as well. So on the community firmware, both work. Big question: why don't they on the community firmware? That I'm going to test on the other side using the oscilloscope. Maybe I get at least some information. Alright, back to the oscilloscope test. But first, I created in GNU schematics a wiring plan how the controller is now connected. So these are the wiring, the motor connections. Actually they are double for the outputs, because they are output 1 through 8. This is 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. And it is actually, let's see, 5, I think, that is connected to this lamp. Pulses modulated, motor 1 and motor 2. Front switches connected through 3 and 1. 1 is go to Mars, and this is the switch that is, no, wrong one, that is right here. So the switch is, let me drag it here. These switches are these ones. The motors you can't see, but they are under here, and the lamp here is this one. And NC stands for not connected. Then on actually on the same side, but anyway, the pulses are counted like this. Then it's powered off now. SD card is ejected, so I will go to the default firmware if the battery allows. And once again check for both software if they are more or less the same. I do hope so. Right, now waiting for the connection. I already changed the contents of the known hosts in .ssh, so that should not be a problem. It's not there yet. Yeah, it's always taking a little while, but no, I forget Robo Pro. This is the way it should be. And and the same here. Am I connected? I am connected. Very good. So that is one. That's another. Now I've tested them when running. On this side they run fine. Well, they run, but one or the other with sound already made a difference. So this is one and this is the other. So where's the difference? Well, not in here, or there shouldn't be anyway. Yeah, and this is of course wrong now because they're on the wrong segment. It still calls, by the way, I see, which is impossible, and that wonders me. Why are they on this going to this segment? Because using oh wait, this is still for I think this is still for the very old laptop I don't use anymore. That is a possibility, although I can't recall that I did connect to this robot with the old laptop. So somehow this will never work. This will never work on from this firmware. Never ever. So I can better change this. No. And say 8, and then 100, and it could be that it should be 101 or 100, whatever. Anyway, this is good, and I'll leave this for now. And this is TXT motor, yes, and LED, yeah, output 5, motor 3, so this is a little bit different. Why is output 5? That's strange. Here output 5 is enabled and here output 5 is disabled. That's not logical, although here lamp is output motor 3 and here is output 5 and this is LED. Strange. So they are not the same in that respect. Let's look at the motors. Front sensors is different. What sound are they playing? Are they playing any sound at all? Yes. If while not motor rechts finished. that's a very different one. Very different. That's a good one. Let's see what the difference actually that makes a lot of difference. So now either this one will stop working or this one or it will be alright. Anyway, let's see once again what happens. Let me go back to this one, because I'm now on the default firmware, which does not have this address. And 100, I think. So let's test. Alright, last part of this episode, and I will run a little over time. For security's sake, I will lift the robot, but I'll first have to, yes, this one. Alright, that is sound. Now code change, will that work? Not really. Alright, so now these are both versions on this side of the on the default firmware. So I need to reboot quickly. To the other to the other side. Right. See if something works out. If not, I'm out of luck. This takes a bit. And logging in using this, and the same here, of course. That should be it. And now I get the agreement again. That's one. That is two. Now I want to only run them. So here goes one. That is clear. Here goes the other. absolutely nothing. So let's what happens with the motors. Set distance, set speed, and absolutely nothing happens. So I know the controller is right, I know the software is right because it runs on the other version, on the other firmware. Something has happened in between. Question is, what? I don't know, I can't tell for now. And I'll have to leave it at that for now. Thank you for watching. So what did I do? Changed, replace the middle legs on both sides. Copy one of the software versions to the default firmware. Change a bit of code, but in general something is very wrong. And I'm not talking about the batteries in this time. Alright, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Give thumbs up to the video. Follow me on Twitter, retweet and like. Follow me on Instagram and like. Please donate to keep videos coming to you. For more information, please see my website. And this is going to be continued. Bye bye.